G'day guys, Josh here. Hope you guys are having a great day today. Welcome to Easter Break, I assume. And I basically, uploaded a video about a few days ago. I expected to have the series done a lot sooner, but obviously this is about the series for YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, what to stream on basically. I'd mentioned Facebook Gaming, but I did research on Facebook Gaming, and I gotta say right now, Facebook Gaming's got all the bad stuff that both Twitch, Kick, and YouTube have, and I recommend probably nobody go onto Facebook Gaming unless you're getting directly paid an absolute bag, because it's absolute not good at all. So that's Facebook Gaming for you guys, okay? So that's my Facebook Gaming on why you shouldn't do it, is that there's no really advantages whatsoever, and there's all disadvantages. But anyways, let's get to the first thing. Let's talk about what's been going on. So what's been going on effectively is that Kick and Twitch are effectively having a war at the moment, mainly because of the fact that Twitch banned Trainwreck TV, or sorry, Trainwreck TV, and we're basically cracking down on gambling streams. Now there are a few gambling streams up there still on Twitch, but Twitch have been cracking down on it heavily because it impacts advertisers. However, obviously that source has been from Devin Nash, and Devin Nash is an agency. I haven't had many other talent agencies reach out to me to say, hey, this is true or not about gambling, but that's what the story is. And Trainwreck has been targeting, especially Twitch, over and over again in a war to, I guess, try to supplant Twitch, I suppose, or really try to take them out because they've done a lot of, sort of, I gotta say, funnily enough, a lot of the propaganda tactics back in the day I've seen between the communists and the capitalists back in the day. Now, someone might be going, oh, that's a bit extreme. But, the sourcing of people's greed, taking your hard-earned money, that sort of tropes and stuff like that back and forth, saying that, basically Twitch does nothing and you do everything kind of thing. It's kind of like a John Locke approach. I think the capitalist communist comparison's a bit over the top. But it's like a kind of a John Locke kind of thing, like all the labor movements where, like, they're trying to get people back to their platform because they will offer them more kind of thing, that sort of stuff as well. And they're two similar streaming platforms with both the same weaknesses, basically. Anyways, let's get into the main video as well. Let's just talk about the first thing, okay? We'll talk about Kick, okay? Why you should stream on Kick, okay? So I've got my notes here on the left as well that I might take a look at from time to time, but that's pretty much it, okay? So let's just get the notes underway. Well, let's get the show underway, actually, not the notes. So good things with Kick overall is that you get the 95 split, okay? 95 to 5 split. So basically Kick get 5, and the streaming is 95%. Kick have been really targeting Twitch because they want to be the biggest live streaming platform, and this is a kick in the good direction by giving their streamers a lot more. Because, sometimes streamers getting 50-50, well, basically the main company who does really not too much of the work, I suppose, in the content creation gets 50%. Now, from cash flow perspective as well, Kick do get a same-day crypto. However, I should caution this as well that crypto does take a while to convert to actual dollars. So if you deal exclusively in crypto, it's great. But if you want to, have USD in your hands, which is like most people given the crypto market, you probably want to get USD in your hands right away. So, it's not same day as per se, but, same day if you want to deal with crypto, it's great. If you want to deal with real life money, it's a 15 to 14 day wait, which is better than Twitch. Okay, better than Twitch, by the way. And because I think Twitch does every 30 days, and you have to reach a certain amount as well, which I can understand from both POVs as well. Now, also as well, if you stream on Twitch and you want to go to Kick, it's very interchangeable. The UIs and everything is roughly the same. However, Kick's UI is a lot outdated compared to that stuff that Twitch has added on since then, like bots and stuff like that as well. But hey, it's interchangeable. Like the same stuff you can do on Twitch is the same stuff you can do on Kick, most likely. Okay. Now, the last thing is discoverability. With Twitch, Twitch has a big problem with discoverability given the fact that there's a lot more people on it, so a lot more bigger streamers. And, if you're in the World of Warcraft category, good luck getting anywhere near the top, obviously. But at the same time, Kick has a lot fewer streamers, so you can get to the top of certain categories. But the problem is with Kick as well, is that, Twitch is a giant pond and Kick's a tiny pond at the same time. But, could be some easy discoverability, especially if Kick does, launch off, basically. Last but not least is the bad things about Kick, okay? So, obviously enough that Kick are owned by Stake and basically owned by a completely separate company in Australia to make sure that Stake and Kick are not associated with each other. Okay, so that's the main reason for it, because basically it's like 3 different trusts and stuff like that around its structure to make sure Stake and Kick aren't interrelated, but they have a business relationship together. Now, this is a bad sign for a platform, mainly because of the fact if gambling is a part of the advertising on the platform, which Stake already have, given that they've advertised the Alpha Romeo F1 team on there as well, and they've also advertised Stake on there as well. that it scares off all the normal advertisers. So basically, pretty much what Stake is limited to is gambling, alcohol, and other advertisers that get a bad rap when they go onto any other platform. And also at the same time as well is that it's going to be the lack of advertisers in general in that area. So they're not only they're scared off general advertisers, they've also scared off gambling advertisers because Stake is not going to let a competing company advertise on its website because Stake's paying for everything basically. So you're just paying for free advertising potentially for your competitors, and they're not going to accept a highball offer just because you're running the platform kind of thing. That ain't going to happen. Now, another one as well is that there's lack of funding for it as well. So basically, a 95-5 split is pretty hard to fund, even for YouTube and even for Twitch. And Twitch own AWS, which that's what they are using at the moment. And YouTube has its own software that it uses. And Train quoted that was a failed business model to use sub revenue to fund the platform. And the supposed way that he's found some way to fund the platform, he hasn't really revealed it yet, so we have no idea either. And it's definitely not advertising revenue either, as confirmed by Train. That they won't use sub revenue, they won't use ad revenue. So I'm not sure how they're going to fund this all, because AWS ain't cheap. Like, video hosting sites are not cheap. They are quite expensive. So I'm not sure how they are affording this, as per se. I know Stake could have their own streaming system as well, was what they're using, but provided at no cost to Kick. But I just don't know how this is going to be sustainable in the long run on Stake. Unless, basically they're ready to go with fueling more gambling addicts basically as well. But I just don't see it. I don't see it being sustainable in the long run. Last but not least as well, the VOD system has a similar issue to Twitch. It is terrible. Like if Twitch's system is terrible, Kick's system is terrible. Also, some people have also said as well, Kick's UI looks exactly like Twitch. Is basically, someone's actually said it was basically a Twitch clone. And so people have said like no code was copied or anything like that. Has that been tested in court? I have no idea. So, a lot of people feel like it's just a Twitch clone overall. So it's going to share the same strengths and it's going to share the same weaknesses. And also some of the strengths aren't going to be as strong as Twitch, and some of the weaknesses are going to be even worse than Twitch. Now this goes on to my next one, which is going to be the moderation tools. Same on Twitch, obviously, but the site moderation is exactly the same. It is inconsistent as hell. Very, very inconsistent. And also the bot side on Kick is not that great either, but they're working on it. And the mobile app is so. They've been trying to compete against Twitch a lot, saying like delays just 1 second less and stuff like that. And a lot of these things are a bit mishmashy, a bit tit for tat, a bit pathetic, if I'm going to be honest. Like, pretty much I'm going to say right now, not a lot of people are going to go squad W over this and go ape at me over this. It's like, if you're trying to compete with another company, basically being that other company, basically being that other company and offering better splits is not a good way to win, okay? It's like a bunch of retailers trying to compete by lowering their prices to basically skin deep, okay? You can do that if you're the bigger company. You can keep, cutting really, really hard because you've got the advantage of economies of scale. You cannot do this as the smaller company, okay? Because you are going to run out of money, okay? I don't know what sort of tactics they're trying to do. They're trying to do a monopolization tactics where they feel like they're bigger than Amazon, and they're not. They're not going to beat Amazon at their own game. And I think they got to realize that. So I think they got to change tact to provide something more than extra splits, okay? You got to provide something more than an extra split. And these grandiose promises that we keep seeing that aren't there yet is not really helping Kick. And also as well, like the sustainability factor is not really helping them in the long run as well. Now, what is Kick very good for? And Kick has some great applications as well, mind you, despite what I've said, in the disadvantages area. Kick has some great monetization if you're a big streamer in politics, gambling, or anything like that, where brand deals are really, really hard to get. I mean, Hassan, for example, would be great on Kick because he gets a 95-5 split, okay? I could name a lot of political streamers as well to do political content. They could get a lot of advantages from doing their political content on Kick because they get a high split. They also can go into crypto. They also get quicker delivery as well because politics, gambling streams, and all that stuff don't get any sponsors other than one type of sponsor, okay, which is the gambling stuff. And political streams really get no sponsors whatsoever because does anyone want to really be a sponsor for, like, say, Bill O'Reilly, far righty crazy person, or a far lefty person spouting out, they're going to kill humanity or something like that? Nah, probably not. Brand deals are pretty much dead in the water. What's Kick not good for? If you've got Twitch brands and Twitch partnerships on the go, and you've got sponsors and stuff like that, a Kick is not a good go area for you. Okay, anything that's not gambling related, stuff like that, where they would run scared from gambling websites, Kick is not good for you at all. And last but not least, because they've been advertising to a lot of smaller streamers as well, if you have having sub problems on Twitch and discoverability problems on Twitch, Kick is not going to be any better for you. Okay, I know it's going to be a smaller pond, but it's not going to magically increase your sub revenue. Now, I've got to address this as well, because I think this is very misleading from Kick as well, is that Kick's a play as well to say, to really highlight the sub revenue split, is that a lot of their streamers have been posting, oh, look at my stream, I get this life-changing money, saying they've earned 5k in a single stream, but they have like 90% of their subs being gifted. And also, some of those gifted subs are from the website owners, 80. And it can be like relatively between 25 of the subs that they get, 25% of the subs that they get, to about 75% of the gifted subs they got that stream, which is obviously unsustainable at that stage, because Eddie can't give out 75% of the gifted subs every stream, because, the money pot eventually does run out. And I feel like this is a very, very misleading tactic being used by Kick, like misleading and deceptive, saying to streamers like, hey, if you come on here, you can do it too, kind of thing. And I think a lot of the streamers going to disclaim themselves doing that, being like, hey, this might not be the case, kind of thing as well. Because I feel it's very, very misleading to newer streamers, especially smaller streamers, who get no subscribers or viewers on Twitch to come to Kick, and the exact same thing happens to them, basically. Okay? So I think you got to be very, very truthful with people as well. And I can be very truthful with you guys as well. If you think Kick is going to be the magic bullet to make your content better, you've got another thing for coming. You need to improve on a lot more different areas, as much as my own as well, my YouTube videos. And guys, if you guys like the content, like, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Next video will be about Twitch and its downfalls as well. If you thought I was being a bit harsh on Kick, Twitch is going to probably receive the same treatment as well. So don't worry, okay? See you guys later. Peace out. Bye.